Hi, I'm Johnny John. Today I want to talk about how we can use patience as a catalyst to accelerate the journey of self-transformation. So let us begin by understanding how this is done, by understanding firstly what negative ideas are. So negative ideas are the cause of all suffering states of the mind. They are ideas which promote self-rejection. For instance, they can be understood as self-declarations beginning with "it is not okay." For instance, it's not okay to fail, it's not okay to be stupid, it's not okay to be selfish, and the list goes on. Now, the experience of impatience is when we experience the negative ideas in a situation where we cannot escape from it. For instance, when we experience negative ideas, we can easily run away from them. For instance, when we meet a stupid person, we can just avoid them. But when we're experiencing impatience, we're in a situation where we cannot escape that stupid person. For instance, we're in a situation where we cannot escape from. For instance, it may be a situation when we're waiting for our friends. But our friends just take their time not arriving, it's 30 minutes, the impatience starts coming. Or it can be like a situation when you're with a customer who is stupid and they're just taking your time and not getting anything done. So the experience of impatience is simply the experience of negative ideas surfacing in a situation where you cannot escape from. Now, how can the practice of patience help to develop self-transformation? Well, the practice of patience can do two things. One, it can help to still the mind, because instead of negatively reacting in that situation, the practice of patience helps us to pull ourselves back into the state of stillness so we can observe what is happening, so we can develop the knowing of why we're suffering inside. So it can help to uncover the negative ideas happening. Practicing patience can also help with developing self-transformation, because every time we're pulling ourselves into a state of patience, into a state of stillness, we're essentially telling ourselves that it is okay rather than it is not okay. We're trying to pull ourselves from the ideas of it is not okay to accept that this situation is fine to be in, this person is fine to be with. So by practicing patience, you are essentially practicing self-acceptance, which is the key to self-transformation. That is, if you carry the intention to develop self-acceptance. Now, practicing patience can be truly difficult, but what we can do is to develop small drops of it in our daily lives. For instance, when we feel the urge to rush, we can tell ourselves to take it slowly. When we want to complete a task in a minute, we can tell ourselves to complete it in a minute and a half. Now, I remember when I first began practicing patience, I told myself whenever I leave the house to the bus stop, I will never run. No matter how much my mind convinces me to run, convinces me that I'll be late to work, convinces me that I'll be late for the bus. As a result, I encountered many inner negativities, allowed me to see why the cause of my impatience, why I was actually running, why I was being impatient. And as a result, now I can make my own decisions without impatience pushing me. You see, life is about enjoying every moment as it passes by. It's not about rushing through each one. We're living not to rush towards death, but to enjoy every moment that comes. And the practice of patience will help us to realize this. Now, the practice of meditation will help you greatly to develop patience, because the practice itself will bring out a lot of impatience within. But by learning how to pull ourselves into a state of patience and stillness, whenever we experience impatience within, it will help us to learn to become more patient. And also, will help us to learn how to come out of impatience when we face them in life. So if you're interested in learning meditation, remember I have a free course that I have created for you. The meditation course called the 5% Breaths. With it, you'll become more aware of yourself. And with it, you'll be able to develop more stillness and patience. So in summary, developing patience is a great virtue. It can also help to transform your mind, transform your life. It can help you to become the decision maker of your life, because a lot of us can make decisions out of impatience. We can only truly be the creator of our lives when we're not driven by our negativities, and impatience is one of them. So practice patience, and then you'll be able to enjoy every moment that passes by.